This is going to be the 8th grade Unit 5 test review. On number 1, it says Darren recorded the height of a tree he planted from a seed at different time intervals. His data is shown in the table below. Based on the information, which graph represents the height of the tree each year? Easiest way to go about this is we're going to take a look at the table. So we've got at year 1, it's 8 feet. Year 3, 16. Year 8, 24. We're just going to look through the graph. So taking a look at this one here, I know this is really difficult to read, but here's year 8. That's clearly not going to 24. A is going to be out. Looking at this one doesn't even go to year 8 or whatever else. That's way off. So I'm thinking we'll check out year 1 at a height of 8. Well, here's year 1. That ain't going anywhere near 8, so B is also out. So on C, here's 8. Really difficult to read, but that lines up with 24. That looks pretty dang good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to check a couple others just to be sure. Year 1 should be 8 feet. So that, I'm pretty sure that says 8 right there. It's probably C, but we're going to check D as well just in case. So here is year 1, not anywhere near 8 feet. So the answer is definitely going to be C on number 1. Number 2, the graph displays the cost of electricity. Which statement is a correct interpretation of the slope of the line in the graph? So these are all talking about dollars per hour, hours per dollar. I can pretty much guarantee, without even looking at it yet, that it's not going to be hours per dollar. So it's got to be either A or D. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a look at 1 hour and see about how much that is. That's pretty difficult to read. My guess is that's probably 10 there. It's probably going to be D, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to check a couple of points just to be on the safe side. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this right here. That lines up really well right there. So if let's see, what was the cost? So we're talking about the cost, $40 for 4 hours. Well, 40 divided by 4 is just 10. So that worked out perfectly, except I meant to write 4 right there, not 10. I wrote that terribly. I'm going to rewrite that. 40 divided by 4 is 10. So it is definitely going to be $10 per hour. Number 3, which equation represents the data in the graph? So again, they're giving us equations. None of these have a plus or minus anything. Already looks like they're proportional. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just check my rise and my run. So it looks like it crosses really nicely right here. So our rise is going to be 6. Our run, I know it goes over 2 blocks, but you got to look at that one right there. It only goes over 1. So it is going to be 6 over 1, and 6 divided by 1 is just 6. The only one that matches is going to be A. Number 4, Lisa's school requires each student to earn 85 hours of community service each year. Before I even keep going, this is the total number of hours, so our answer has to equal 85. I'm taking a look at our answer choices. D doesn't have anything that's correct on there anyway, so probably not going to be that one. Lisa has already earned 29 hours, so that's how much she's already got. That's kind of like our plus B. So I'm going to go ahead and start writing this out. 85 is our total. Whatever our slope is, we don't know yet, but it's going to be something with plus 29 because we're trying to get a total number of hours. She plans to earn the remainder of her hours by volunteering at a nursing home. If she spends 4 hours at the nursing home per visit, so that's 4 hours and per. That's our thing that's going to repeat. So we're looking at a 4, probably H, or per visit. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That is going to be a V for visit. My bad. Which equation represents the number of visits V that Lisa will need to make to fulfill her community service requirement? We've already got the answer. That was pretty straightforward because 29 is not going to have V with it. That's gone. That doesn't look like anything we've ever done before, so it's clearly going to be B. Number 5, a car traveled 192 miles and used 8 gallons of gas. If the same car traveled 1,224 miles at the same rate, how many gallons of gas would be used? We've talked about a problem similar to this a couple of times. I think the easiest way to do it is first figure out how many miles per gallon we're talking about. So those are our miles, those are our gallons. I would just do 192 divided by 8 to start off this. So I'm going to have to use a calculator. Fortunately, all 8th graders get a calculator anyways. This comes out to 24. So if we're getting 24 miles per gallon, and we know how many miles, what we're going to do, we're going to take that 1,224 miles and divide it by 24. So 1,224 divided by 24 comes out to 51. It will take 51 gallons. And on this part right here, if you're not sure whether you're supposed to multiply or divide, well, clearly if I do 1,224 times 24, I'm going to get a way bigger number than what I have for options there. Taking a look at number 6. A soda manufacturing plant manufactures 15,000 bottles of soda in a 6-hour shift. The soda produced varies directly with the hours worked. What is the constant of proportionality, so, slope, all the same stuff that we've been doing, for the problem situation, and what does it represent? So we've got 15,000 bottles, 6-hour shift. We want to find out how many bottles per hour. So that's what it's going to represent right there. So we're going to take that 15,000 and we are going to divide it by 6. So when I do 15,000 divided by 6, I end up getting 2,500. So that's going to be 2,500 bottles per hour. So looking at answer choice A, it says 2,500. Well, that's what we got. This represents the number of hours needed to produce one bottle. If that's the case, you are going out of business. So now we need to check the other ones. Answer choice B is 90,000. That doesn't make any sense. D doesn't even have the right answer. So C says 2,500. This represents the number of bottles produced per hour. That is exactly what we said just a minute ago. Now to number 7. Both Table A and Table B below represent linear relationships. Based on the information in the tables, which statement is true? I know this got a little wonky right there, but it's close enough. Let's see. So, A, both Table A and Table B represent proportional relationships. I don't know if either one of them do, so here's what I'm going to do. When I've got a table, I'm going to just go through and I'm going to divide everything. So I'm going to do 18 divided by 3, and I get 6. 24 divided by 4, also 6. 30 divided by 5, again, 6. 36 divided by 6, guess what? It's 6. This one here is definitely going to be proportional. Pardon the terrible handwriting. I blame my 3rd grade teacher. If you don't understand why, ask me sometime. Now, these over here. 13 divided by 4, I have no idea what that is, so I'm going to use a calculator. I get 3.25. 16 divided by 5 comes out to 3.2. So we've already got a different number, but I'm going to keep going. 19 divided by 6 is going to be 3.16 repeating. And 22 divided by 7 is going to be, except I'm typing this in wrong, 22 divided by 7, 3.14, and no, it's not pi, and a whole bunch of other numbers. So none of these match. This is not going to be proportional. Non-P, because I don't feel like writing out proportional anymore. So A, Table A and Table B represent proportional relationships. No, they do not. Neither Table A nor Table B represent proportional relationships. Clearly not it either, because we got one of each. Table B represents a proportional relationship. That was correct. But Table A does not. There's our correct answer on number 7. Number 8. Which set of ordered pairs does not show show y as a function of x? Well, that's the same thing we've been doing. If x repeats, it is not a function. So we're trying to fix which one is not a function. So we are looking for a repeating x. Remember, these are always x, y pairs. So I've got a 5, 6, 7, 8. That is a function. 4, 8, 12, 16. None of those repeated. On C, we've got 6, 7, 8, and another 6. So we've got 2 6s here. That's our one that is not going to be a function. Number 9, which relationship is an example of a proportional relationship? Okay, same thing we just did. If x repeats, it's not a function. Or if when we have y equals mx plus b, if our situation has a plus b, that will keep it from being a proportional relationship. So looking at a gym membership has $65 registration fee and $35 per month. Well, there's our per month. This registration fee happens one time. That is not proportional. B, a rental car costs $65 per day. Well, that's going to happen every day. There's only one number. That looks really good so far. John earns $30 for each lawn he mows plus a $6 tip. Well, that's got our plus B on there. That one's out. Cell phone bill is $58 plus 5 cents for each call over 80 minutes. That one's got a ton of numbers. Clearly, we got a plus something or another. B's got to be it, mostly because there's really only one dang number, so it has to be B. Number 10 says, which graph does not represent a proportional relationship? So remember, whenever we're looking at these, it has to be a straight line and it has to go through 0, 0. Unfortunately, all these are straight lines, so that doesn't do me any good. So that one, A goes through 0, 0. That's proportional. B also goes through 0. C also goes through 0, but D, however, does not start at 0. So that one is going to be our non-proportional relationship. Number 11, which representation does not show y as a function of x? So again, we're looking for a repeating x. If x repeats, it is not a function. We have -6, -7, -8, -9, -10, and -11. We are looking for a non-function. That one is a function. Looking at B, 0 is used once, -3 is used once, and 4 is used once. We are looking for a non-function. C, if I do my vertical line test, I hit that graph right there, and I hit it right there. Actually, it doesn't really matter where I go on this one. I hit it in multiple places. This is not a function. So it's probably going to be C, but let me just double check D real quick. So we've got 1, 3, 4, 7, 10. None of those repeat. So C is our only one that is not going to be a function. On to number 12. It says, which table represents y as a function of x? So we are looking for a function this time around. So if x repeats, not a function. 2, 3, 4, 3. I got a 3 and a 3. And they have different numbers, so A is out. B, we got -3, 0, 1, -3. We've got 2 of those because we are looking for a function this time, so B is out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all negatives. That one actually is probably going to be it, but let's just double check D just in case. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, and 8 again. So D is also out. Our answer is definitely going to be C. Number 13. Jamie started working a part-time job to save money for college. She will graduate from high school in 35 months. She plans to invest $475 each month in an interest-bearing savings account with a financial institution that does not charge fees as long as a minimum of $300 is kept in the account. Nobody cares about this part. That is not going to affect us. She does not plan to withdraw the money until she graduates from high school. Which statement best describes the amount of money Jamie will have in savings when she graduates? So I'm just going to start going through these. We're going to kind of see what makes sense. But I think actually what I'm going to do first is we know that she wants to save for 35 months, and she wants to save $475. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply these so I can go ahead and know how much money she's going to have. Well, if we do that, it's going to be $16,625. And this is an interest account, so she's going to get some extra money. So it's going to be that plus some more. So A, the account balance will be equal to 475 times 35, which is what I just did, but there's going to be some interest on it, so A is out. B, the account balance will be more than 475 times 35 because of interest earned. That's actually what I said a minute ago. That looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and circle it just to be safe. C, there is no way to predict the amount of money she will have because of financial uncertainty. Maybe if you're talking about a really unstable stock market, possibly. D, the account balance will be less than $475 times 35 because of bank fees. Well, we already said there are no bank fees, and if you've got that kind of bank, you need to find a different one anyways. Number 14. Which statement best describes the effect of investing small amounts of money regularly? A, small amounts of money invested regularly grow over time. Well, duh, so that sounds pretty good. B, small amounts of money invested regularly decrease over time. That's stupid. I hope you don't pick that one. C, small amounts of money invested regularly will never equal the value of investing larger amounts of money irregularly. Well, because of the irregularity of it, that's a fun word to say, we have no idea if that could be true. I mean, if we don't know the amount. So it says never. So because it says never, that one is going to be out. D, small amounts of money invested regularly will never equal the amount of investing one larger lump sum. Unless you've just got billions of dollars that you can drop one time and you're only going to do $1 afterwards, that's kind of ridiculous. And again, it says never, meaning that there's never a reason that would happen. So D is also out. Our answer is definitely going to be A on number 14. Number 15. Mary is planning to attend a private university after she graduates from high school in 2 years. She is devising a plan to save money each month to help with the expenses of attending the university. The cost of attending the private university for 1 year is $22,300. Her family has promised to contribute $14,500 each year she is in school. Which plan shows the minimum amount of money Mary must contribute to her savings account to have enough money to pay for her first year of tuition? Well, here's what we know. We know she needs that much. We know she's going to get that much. So we're going to take that $22,300 and we are going to subtract that $14,500 that her parents are going to be giving her. When we subtract that, we get $7,800. She has 2 years to save this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that $7,800 and we're going to divide that. Let's start off with dividing by 2 because we got 2 years to do that in. So if I divide that by 2, I'm not going to do the long division. We get $3,900. Well, that's $3,900 she needs in 1 year. So if she's got 2 years, that's the 1 year. But for per month, we're going to take that $3,900 and we are going to divide it by 12, okay? Because we need to know for each month, and that comes out to $325. So looking at our answer choices, the only one that even says 325 is going to be C. Number 16, Jamie used a microscope to measure the diameter of a hair. She must be bored. She found that the diameter of the hair was 0.000072 meters. How is this number written in scientific notation? So scientific notation, we already know we're dealing with a small number, right? So it's got to be a negative. B and C are both going to be out because we're dealing with a very small number. Our decimal needs to be between the 7 and the 2, so we're going to move it over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places. The only one that shows us moving at 5 places, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be a 6 there, so we are going to go with A because that's how many places we moved it. Number 17, which of the following accurately verifies the intersection point that satisfies both equations? So it's pretty much just wherever they cross is what it means. So you look at your x. Remember, you need an xy pair on these. So whenever you do that, our x is going to be -1, and our y looks like it's going to be -5. So we're looking for -1, -5. Well, the only one that matches is D. Final one, number 18. The two lines graphed on the coordinate grid below represent an equation. Which ordered pair represents the solution to both equations? So wherever the two of them cross. So again, it's got to be an xy pair. Our x is -1. Our y is +3. So we're looking for -1, +3. Answer will be A.